Well, want to make a few shots this morning. Pretty excited about what we saw late yesterday afternoon. We saw those elk. You know, they kind of did a little different than we were hoping they were going to do, but still we know where they are. And we got an odd wind today for September, a northeast wind, but we know how to get in there to them from the opposite way, so it'll take us a little bit longer to get around there. But we know where plenty of elk are. I just want to make a few shots this morning, get loosened up, keep my confidence where it is. But it's gonna be a fun day. I hope I'm not shooting at 40 yards, but I'm ready after 40. Gotta make a little adjustment this morning.
You got that thing shooting straight?
Oh yeah,
Go ahead and shoot mine. Get it straight.
This is that new V3X that we just got them just before we came, a week before we came on this trip. So still kind of getting it lined out and tuned in, and I don't know how they keep doing it. But I was perfectly happy with the V3, and I'm like, man, I don't want to change. I don't think they can beat that, but I don't know how they keep doing it. It's pretty amazing. Here comes your man.
Slide.
Here comes Chris.
Slide. Pimp. He's a pimp. You know what a pimp is?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
What's a pimp? That's a player in management position. You know, I get these people coming to me, they got all these things behind their name. He says PhD. He said, my world, PhD stands for phenomenal dud. And I don't mean that disrespectful to my friends that all have PhDs. Like right now, I got a PhD in knowing how to run this camera.
You guys talking about PhDs over there, huh?
Oh yeah. I got a GED out of high school. You know what that is? A good enough diploma.
I ain't got no D's, I don't think. I ain't got neither one of them.
Primo's Truth About Hunting is brought to you by Bushnell, Savage Arms, Drake, Mossy Oak, Onyx Hunt, Hornady, and Primo's Hunting. Speak the language. Jimbo made it in last night, him and Jason.
Yeah,
Came into camp.
we're trying to get my Antelope license.
It's always important to be legal.
I mean, yeah, we try to be. Troy, I thought y'all were gonna leave an hour ago.
Well, we were, just, there's always work to do. It seems like it never stops.
We can't blame it on Lake and Will, 'cause they not
No,
here
Lake and
now.
Will's gone, but you guys have got some work to do today. You're gonna get your license, you're gonna go with Blackie and do a little scouting.
Yeah.
Some antelope.
What are you gonna do? Stay here and
Just
eat?
to the,
I'm
Make
so-
lunch for all
hay
of us?
bales.
Would you let me talk? Why you always gotta be interrupting me? Huh? Why don't you go out there, get on that buggy, and get out of here?
Y'all be careful. Y'all be careful. Most of the guys are headed out trying to find a bull, as Jimmy and Jason are headed out to scout for antelope. It's dry and dusty on the plains this fall. So this morning, the guys head to a spot that they know has several water holes that the elk may be using. And boy, did they get a big surprise when they get there. These elk are already by the water.
Well, they show bugling good right there. And we eased around here, glass, and we never saw them. But there's a little road right here. We got right here to the edge, and we could see a decent bull, cows, calves. They were right on the edge of the trees right there, and we just couldn't see them because of this road. But they're there. We didn't spook them, and they're just milling around in there. And we can hear them bugling in there pretty good, and we got that north wind, so they're working into the wind, and we're going to be falling right behind them. Sounds like all the big bulls are right to the right. Got a bunch of raghorns right here. Troy and I got as far as we could go. There's actually some spikes and some calves bedded less than 100 yards from us, right down in the shade in these trees. But those bulls, they're all on the edge of the big herd. Big herd's in there. And Jordan Slade's 50 yards behind us in some shade, so we just going, ain't much we can do right here, so we're just gonna wait and see what they do. We got a great wind. We got one walking right here. Of course, we do have water right here, but they got water right there behind them too, another dirt tank. So if you had never elk hunted much, or you're just getting started, when you find a group of elk, the spikes and the calves and the raghorns are always on the outside edge. Those are the ones that are always bust you. And as that herd, if they continue to move, they'll eventually get up and move and just kind of stay with them, but stay away.
From the DNA of two of the world's foremost hunting optics, the ultimate hunting machine is born. The all-new Fusion X range-finding binocular. With an industry-first advantage, its new active sync display fluidly morphs from black to red for max visibility in all lighting conditions, delivering hair-splitting 1-yard accuracy out to 1 mile, all inside a bright, razor-sharp optical system, ready to make you a tag-filling machine. By Bushnell.
For almost a decade, Kenetrek has been manufacturing boots for the toughest hunting conditions. Kenetrek boots are designed for durability and maximum comfort in any environment. Kenetrek also makes a complete line of gaiters, socks, and insoles that are perfect for Western hunting. Go online or call for a free catalog and the location of a dealer near you. Kenetrek, for the trail less traveled.
At the core of all of us, there is a code, a roadmap that determines who we are. Our code is written in early morning sunrises and the anticipation of opening day. Our code is written by the moments that we experience with those we love the most. It's written by the feeling of our dirt in our hands. At Mossy Oak, our code is burned into every cell of our body. It's in our DNA.
This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Matthews Archery, Black Gold, and Ripcord.
Pretty much at the last tree till the timber starts again, so I think what Brad's wanting to do is, I don't know this for sure, we're just guessing. We'll sit here and hopefully the elk keep moving up, that way we can inch into a better spot. Because it really makes a big difference if you can get to where he has to come looking for you. He can stand up there 80 yards and see all of this if we start calling. So just being patient. There's some elk up in them woods, boy.
They going crazy today.
Brad and Troy make it to the last shady spot without getting busted. Jordan begins calling to see if any of these elk might respond. And it doesn't take long.
Whole herd's coming down here.
A few cows respond and start coming their way. And then the entire herd decides to come. This is about to get wild.
Right, that cow right there is 45. If I can get him there or closer, I'll shoot at it if I can get him stopped. That was pretty incredible right there. Closest they got was 48 when they squared off together. That was 48. I just knew he was going to get to 40, eventually chasing them cows. If they would have stopped for a second at 48, I was still thinking about it.
I was hoping they were going to come out this end of the water and come around.
Guess when them cows finally picked me off a little bit.
35 minutes of non-stop elk footage.
No wonder my feet are so asleep. But you know what? That just goes to show as many times as we've elk hunted wherever we were out west, and you hear that all that bugling and stuff like that, and you call to them and you wonder why they won't come. That's why. We just witnessed it firsthand. That was pretty amazing.
Absolutely nuts. Hey, that was some straight Wild Wild West cowboy stuff, wasn't it? You know, it's so cool to see that, but it is so hard to get a shot off with all that going on.
I had a lot of shots at 60. I mean, they were 55 to 65 the whole time.
If it wasn't windy, I know you could make that shot.
I just kept thinking, you know, the way they keep running around like that, eventually he's going to get within 45 yards, and he got close. About it, Willie. Was that the craziest thing you ever seen?
Hey, them two Mac Daddies up in there.
Oh, the closest, I mean, they got to 48. Was the closest they got to me right when they first squared off right there.
Yeah.
And there were so many cows that were 40, 42, 45, 40, 42.
That's what I was telling Slade. I was like, not only you having to pay attention to the bull, try to get a shot, you having to look at 100 more cows.
Yeah, one cow finally saw us a little bit, I think. But yeah, I don't think they'll go far.
I don't think so. It's easing up the edge of timber right now. I can see them all.
Okay, that was incredible. I've only seen that one time in 24 years of elk hunting. And that was in Montana at Rimrock. And it was bulls like that, not that many elk, but more bulls, and they were fighting. And I mean, I spent weeks and weeks and weeks in the mountains of the West, and I've heard that many, many times.
Oh, yeah.
But now you know why when we hear that, like, why can't we get one to come in? That's why, because they are so busy, they ain't about to.
Tell you what. I rolled a smooth 42 minutes of just non-stop elk footage, and honestly, you could take that footage right there and don't even do anything to it and download it straight to YouTube, and they don't tell how many people watch it. I'd watch it over and over, and I saw it firsthand.
When hunting the wild, challenges abound. Leave nothing to chance. 7mm PRC from Hornady.
Legends aren't born, they're created. Introducing Impulse from Savage, The all-new American-made straight-pull bolt-action rifle. Unmatched innovation. Fast reloads. Maximized efficiency. Repeatable accuracy. Welcome to American Straight Pull. Only from Savage.
One arrow says it's super straight. Another is extreme straight, whatever that means. So, what's true? Every arrow comes straight out of the box, but only one stays straight. In the truck, through the air, out the rib cage, and into the dirt. Shot after shot. That's gold tip straight. Start tough, stay true.
You looking good there, Taco Bell?
Think so?
Well, I mean, if anybody has to look good to go antelope hunting, it's you.
But I'm ready. There's some nice goats out there, that's for sure.
Any advice you can give him, Brad?
Well, he don't need no advice. But I am taking off elk hunting this morning. We're into town, get us some supplies. You need anything?
No, I'm good. Yeah, y'all been pushing it hard for, what, about 8-9 days now?
I think this is the 8th day.
Yeah.
I know Jimmy don't need no help shooting, so I'm gonna go in town and knock some other stuff out.
Has anybody heard from Wilbur and them in Arizona?
I talked to Lake yesterday, and seemed like they caught up 2 small bulls. They hadn't seen a real big one yet.
They need to call Blackie. Oh my God! Look over there, Jimmy.
Thought it was Yeti. Jimmy's favorite guy.
Oh boy.
Yeti's not the good. All right, good luck.
All right, thank you, Brad.
Morning. Are you ready for us to go on another hunting adventure?
We're gonna take 2 Polaris buggies, right?
No, just one.
You're riding in the back with me.
I've been doing this stuff way too long, I'm telling you.
What gun you bringing today?
I'm bringing my new Savage 308 with the carbon barrel, Federal terminal ascent bullet.
Jimmy and guide Larry Blackie Fouts scouted yesterday and found several small groups of speed goats concentrated in one particular area. So they head back there today to try and locate a good goat for Jimmy.
Yeah. I think that's
him,
Jim.
That's him. That's the one we're looking for.
All right.
That's him.
All right.
Yep, that's him.
That's
him. Coming right to us. All right, let's get out.
We'll move on him.
With a healthy population of antelope in New Mexico, it didn't take long to find one for old Jimbo.
He's coming to us. He's at 150 right now.
Okay, all I need him to do is get sideways.
Oh man, he stopped. He's looking right at us.
Yeah, he's facing us. Gotta wait till he turns sideways.
He's at 148.
Yeah. 148? Mm-hmm. Okay, I just aim right at him.
He turned all the way around on us.
Okay, Troy.
Nice shot, buddy. Nice shot.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun. That was fun.
I guess we should have specified we wanted a 90-degree turn rather than a 180-degree turn.
Listen, Blackie, you and I have been on a lot of elk hunts together, killed some nice bulls. That's our first antelope.
It is, isn't it?
And I know I've been giving you a hard time about being an elk guy, not an antelope guy,
Yeah.
but you did good on this one.
Thanks,
You
bud.
did good.
Give me some knocks here, man.
There you go, buddy.
That was nice.
One more time.
Cool.
That was fun, Troy. Slade, did you have your camera on, Slade? Huh? Well, I don't know how many antelope we've seen the last 2 days. Probably pushing 1,000 at least. And
Probably.
seen some mighty nice ones, but I think that's the best one we've seen.
I think so too.
Yeah.
If you hunt enough, you learn the truth. What you seek speaks a language and knows it well. That's why every Primo's call for everything you hunt is made the right way. We sweat every detail so you get more out of every hunt, and nothing leaves our hand until we know it'll work in yours. Because we don't just make the world's best calls, we speak the language. Primos.
You're looking good, buddy. You're looking good.
I know it. Thank you.
Looking as good as you can.
All of us at Primos are proud to be a part of the Drake family of brands. They make stuff for whatever we're hunting, whenever we're hunting, hot or cold. I love Drake. Drake, always in season. Primo's Hunting introduces the new and improved soft-sided bow case. Our redesign is the new standard in protection for your bow. New hidden backpack straps, multiple D-ring attachments, 7 accessory pockets, and the new hard case quiver holder. The Primo's soft-sided bow case has it all for bow hunters. Check it out at primos.com. This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Ozonics and Tight Spot Quivers. Before the break, Cousin Jimmy set out on an antelope adventure here in New Mexico. It took a few hours, but he and Guide Blackie finally found the speed goat they were after, and Jimmy made it count. What an antelope hunt, Jimbo. Congratulations, cuz.
That was fun. Tell me, Blackie, what I know there's all different shapes and sizes of their racks, but what do you look for?
I look for a big prong, and I look for a high prong above the ears. And when you get that, a lot of them will have that, but they won't quite finish, above the ears. But this one, above the prong, then he went ahead and went in like that.
Yeah.
Kind of the classic shape.
I mean, this
I like to find.
I've been elk hunting here for years, and seeing all these antelope, I've always wanted to hunt an antelope here. Never had the opportunity. That's only the second antelope I've ever shot. And what I liked about him, he's tall, and he kind of dips back, gets almost that heart shape.
Yeah, it's that classic form.
But the good thing about this one is we ain't got to cut him up and pack him out.
Yeah, no tracking involved. Fun little hunt.
Got some deep cutters, and the way he kind of forks back over, that heart shape.
When you hear about a pronghorn antelope, this is what you see in your mind's eye.
Yeah.
He's got the perfect
look at that.
confirmation there.
That's beautiful.
Oh man, he's in good shape too.
How do they eat, Blackie? I hadn't had much antelope.
You look out here and you think, they're eating all this grass, but really what they're eating these little weeds out of the grasses where they're getting nourishment. So they're not really competing with the cattle or the elk or anything. And if you just had a golf course, they'd starve to death because they're more of a browser, kind of like deer.
Yeah.
But
all right.
they browse in the short grass.
Well, look, let's get him up. Let's get him loaded and to the skinning shed. Get him out of this sun.
Well, good job,
Beautiful.
man. That
Good
was
job.
a fun hunt. Thanks for
Thank you, guys.
letting me come
Troy,
on.
Slade. Slade, it was even nice to have you here.
Next week, it's back to elk action as Team Primos continues chasing big bulls in New Mexico.